Well, we believe that tourism as a sector has been the only sector that has consistently been able to grow even in the sluggish economy. It has been the only sector that has been able to create jobs, particularly for SMMEs and people in the informal economy, because obviously if the economy is to grow, it has to start particularly with small and micro-medium enterprises. So we see this as a very valuable exercise to share experience and to learn from the best practices so that we grow. But generally, as a country, we are a country that doesn't visit. I was seeing one area yesterday, which in the province of KwaZulu-Natal I've never been to. So we are not a country that visits areas within its country, because domestic tourism is quite important. We accept that the foreign tourism is important because of the rand dollar exchange or the euro exchange. But it has to start with us. And we have an opportunity as a country to increase performance in this area, because it still has not reached its full potential.
Let's talk about your municipality in particular, and is tourism one of the key drivers of the economic growth in the municipality as well as surrounding areas?
Well, definitely. We are working hard to ensure that we leverage on the opportunities that we have. We are a municipality that has summer all round. And we want to focus on that so that when people want to escape the winter in other areas, they can come to us. We believe that obviously Durban as a municipality is leading in this space, and we have taken a route to say, look, certainly there are people that would not want the hustle and bustle of the city itself. And we are a tranquil environment located within the big five areas. So if you want the aspect of the city life, but also the tranquil nature, we provide that within a short distance. And so we've positioned ourselves as one of the municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal that will be leading in the space of tourism. And to encourage that, we are now engaged in a process where we are trying to resolve the transport issue. We have an airport, but we feel that in order to cater for bigger flights and the bigger volumes, which we anticipate as a result of our own interventions, we are now engaged in a feasibility study working together with EDTIA, the Department for Economic Development and Tourism in KwaZulu-Natal, which have generously sponsored us to do this feasibility study for an airport relocation to a bigger site to also cater for what I said earlier. We believe that we've just had also an engagement with Transnet to look at more cruise liners, cruise ships coming into the area, because of course we're a port city and we believe that there is a lot more potential for that also to take place within our city.
I mean, it's a big project, and apart from attracting more travelers, what are the other anticipated successes in terms of maybe creating more jobs and the like?
Well, definitely there would be jobs that are created, for instance, at the phase or at the construction phase, and we're looking at around just over 1,000 permanent jobs now with the finished airport. If all goes well, which we are believing that the study is at the finalization, We have received a preliminary report and we were quite happy. We're now at a stage where we are finalizing. There are challenges that we are facing. For instance, the land that we are looking at is locked under the Act 70 of 70, which is an agricultural clause, legislation rather. And we are prepared to engage the departments concerned, national departments, working together with the provincial government to lobby so that land is released. We're also engaging the national department so that they assist us in buying the land and therefore being able to develop that land. So it's an important part of saying, as a province, we must be able to diversify and allow for space for other smaller municipalities to grow and to have a healthy competition, because that's how economic growth is generated.